What's up, fam? Welcome to the MARLONated Mindstate. And today, we analyze a disturbing resort confrontation where a father's drunken, racially charged verbal abuse turned into a physical struggle. We'll look at the legalities of mutual combat versus domestic battery and discuss why the police decided to arrest the father despite his own visible injuries. But before we get into this video, let's do the mandatory legal check. I am not a lawyer. This is not legal advice. This video is a transformative work of social commentary and legal analysis, which is protected under fair use. Our goal here is to learn about how the law handles domestic disputes. Let's get into it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hit it.
On November 28, 2023, officers were dispatched at a resort after receiving reports of an active battery.
Yeah, the resort.
You can see that.
Let's step in
A
and talk.
lot of yelling.
My kid did that.
You can check the DNA. I did not bite him.
Mama got a onesie on, a lot of cleavage out, long eyelashes. See, our women don't just do that. Everybody does that.
Fire. So he's drunk. It started at dinner. He started calling my boyfriend a
verbally abusing her.
N-I-G-G-E-R. I have it on video, which is a slur. It is not. Okay.
So, did she say call him the N-word? Amazing. But here's a major legal question for you guys. In your state, can verbal provocation, like using a racial slur, be used as a legal defense for physical retaliation? Drop a comment below. Now, on a legal note, generally, in most jurisdictions, words alone do not justify a physical battery. However, they are highly relevant in determining who the initial aggressor was once the situation becomes physical. Let's continue.
I don't like that.
All right, one person at a time.
I'm the mom. This is the child. That's the father. You be quiet. He doesn't like the race she dates. So he was verbally abusing her. He was. And we left dinner because of it. We left, came up here, and he came up here drunk and did more verbal abuse to where it became physical.
Okay.
He ripped my hair out of my head. I have
She has extensions in.
I mean,
Extensions? What?
How much has he had to drink today?
way too much.
All right. What is way too much?
He's probably had like 6 or 8 beers. Not like over excessive. He's just got a lot of anger because of what she does, and it came out tonight when he was drinking.
8 beers.
Do you want to see the videos?
Sure.
I don't.
No.
We have a motorhome down the street. He could go to the motorhome.
I want to press charges if I can.
Shut your mouth. You don't want to press
Yes,
charges
I
against
do.
your dad. He's a great dad. He doesn't do this on a normal basis.
Just every now and then.
How old are you?
14.
I'll be 15.
She's 14.
14 shouldn't be dating anyway.
She
So
doesn't.
run me through the day about what happened from start to finish.
Everything's been fine all day. We went out to dinner. He drank a few beers. She was talking about her boyfriend who lives in, she met just this past weekend, who lives in Colorado. Or not Colorado. Where does that boy live? Cleveland, Ohio. He got pissed about it.
That's a big
And I went from
distance
there.
gap
I mean,
Okay, well,
between Cleveland, Ohio, and what she say, Colorado? Yeah, she might want to check. She might want to check to see how many drinks she had.
elaborate on like went from there.
he said basically that he's not giving his shit to her to give to somebody else. And they argued. She got up, walked away, came back 20 minutes later. She was calm. He still continued to.
So he was here, she left.
No, we were downstairs at dinner.
Right. And
Before I'm gonna finish this video out, and I'm gonna keep it on the legal body cam subject. But there's a lot that could be said with this video, and this is something that a lot of people don't believe happens. It's said a lot. I know I've seen it on social media. I know we say it in private conversations too. That interracial dating is, I don't know, it's still taboo, even as this being 2026. Now, what I see here just from the first 2 minutes and 38 seconds of this video, like I said, I'm gonna get back to it, and I'm gonna say this once and I'm gonna leave it alone because y'all can watch it and see what I'm saying probably as we go along. I'm seeing spoiled kids, right? They're at a resort. The mom says that they have a Winnebago motorhome down the street. They at a resort, so he can go there and sleep while they sleeping in this room. This room is not cheap. The daughter is dating a black guy, 14. Probably as a dad, I'm thinking that's kind of young, but hey, remember we were kids once too. But she's dating a young black boy, and the dad does not like that. The dad said he's not going to give her stuff so she can give to this N-word. That's how they feel. And I feel the reason why she's probably dating this brother is because of the way her dad acts. They'll tell you, we've been told, if you don't want your child to do something, don't tell them that you don't want them to do it, especially when it comes to dating. If you tell your child you don't want them dating a certain race, they will go out and date, especially at this age, 14-year teenage, trying to feel themselves, trying to be aggravating to the parent because they want to be grown, but they ain't old enough and they don't know how to express themselves. So they want to find something to win at, and this is a perfect way to do it. Okay, that's enough. I'm not gonna get too deep in that. Let me keep going because I can talk about this all night.
But then they argued, and then she left.
Came back to the room, calmed down, went back. Can you guys give me a water? My mouth is so dry. I don't even have anything. Came back to the room because she was upset. Came back down. He still continued his verbal abuse. She left again, and at this point, I left with her because he was obnoxious. I'm not going to say he wasn't. Nothing that he was saying was correct or tolerant for a parent to say.
Look at it. They're watching Ray J in the background. Come on now.
Do I think he should be arrested for it? No, I think that he needs to just go away from us and we will start our separate ways when we go home.
See, she knows where her bread is buttered. She's not going to bite the hand that feeds her. Do I need to hit any more cliches? The man making this money. And she ain't trying to see him go to jail. She ain't trying to mess that up. She's trying to tell her daughter, look, if you know what's good for you, you will buy out of this. And I will say, truthfully, she's right at that point. No, you don't. If you want to date who you want to when you're grown, you do that. If I'm taking care of you, I'm paying all your bills, you relying on me to live every day, you pretty much do what I say and how I say. And you can't be pissed off what I do like and don't like. Because if you don't like what I say, then you can just move in with that N-word.
All right. Physical between him and her.
Yeah.
What happened with that?
He was laying in the bed, verbally abusing her, and you threw something at him first. Would you throw a shoe?
He threw his keys at me.
Okay. I don't know.
He threw his keys at my face, so I hit it back. And
she threw a phone. She threw a shoe. He threw keys. Can't say who did what first. I'm being honest with you. I was in bed sleeping, and I tried stopping it.
This is a classic he say, she say until we start looking at the evidence.
That's because I grabbed him up by his neck.
See, you're making up every.
No, I'm not.
Protect him. Why are you protecting him?
When she was throwing shit at him, he gripped her up. Okay? They were on the floor over here.
Touch him, actually. I stood up on the bed.
I came over here and put my hand around his neck, and he wouldn't let her go. I had my hand around his neck, and I bit him, and he still wouldn't let her go. I mean, I'm being honest.
How was he holding her?
I don't know, because I was in bed and I came over here and grabbed him by his neck. So I was on the
Let me
bed.
talk with her.
We were out to eat, and he just started drinking, and out of nowhere, he usually gets angry, but he doesn't usually try to start anything with me. It's usually him and my mom. So he started calling my boyfriend the N-word, this and that, and I told him that I didn't like it, and he said he was just saying basically he didn't care that he's not, and then he said that he's not giving his money to an N-word, this and that. So I got up and left the table, and I came back to the room, and my mom came up here and was like, come back down. So I went back down, and he just kept saying it still. So I just came back up to the room, and he followed us up here because he was drunk and just started verbally abusing me, and he threw his keys at my face. I don't know if it was on purpose or what, but it hit me in the face when all I did was stand up on the bed. I didn't touch him or anything. He threw his keys at my face. So yeah, I picked up my phone and I chucked it at him because, I mean...
Alright, his keys hit you?
Yeah, in the face. And he put his hands on me. He ripped me up by my hair and was punching me.
Boy, y'all done stretched this man out. But no, real talk though. Ain't no way in the hell I can't see myself throwing my keys or trying to beat my child up, man.
Grab you by the hair and punching you.
I was laying on the bed. Well, he had me like on the bed and he had my hair. And then he was just hitting me upside the head.
Right. So you were laying on the bed when he grabbed you on your hair? Or?
No, he threw me on the bed.
Okay.
So I was walking and he grabbed me and threw me.
Grabbed you by, how did he grab you?
By my hair and like yanked me. And this isn't the first time he's put his hands on my mom. And I don't like it.
Alright, so you were walking by and what happened?
And he just grabbed me by my hair and threw me on the bed. And then he was punching me upside my head. And my mom jumped in to grab him off. And he put his hands on my mom too.
Where was he punching you?
Right here.
Uh-oh.
He ripped one of my extensions out.
Go ahead and chill out over here. I want to talk to him.
So he hit the child
What's going on?
and pulled an extension out. And hit the mama too.
My daughter freaked out and fucking looked at me.
What happened with that?
Damn.
She hit me.
How?
Y'all see that? That knot right there? That boy got a massive hematoma on his face.
With her fist.
That's a hell of a thump.
What is that?
Tonight.
My daughter freaked out and fucking looked at me.
What happened with that?
She hit me
How?
with her fist.
Really?
That's a hell of a thump.
That's a pretty good thumb. So,
Alright, so walk me through from start to finish.
So we're down having dinner. She didn't like something I said, so she punched me and she threw a drink on me
Where?
at the bar down.
So she hit you at the bar downstairs? Alright, and then what happened after that?
I didn't do anything. I just sat there. I'm like, this is my fucking kid that I've done everything in my life for, and I live my life for. That this is what you want.
Alright, well, run me through the day. What happened? Run me through from the time that you were at the bar till while we're here.
Okay, so
Now, before he repeats his story, if you were the officer, who would you believe? Now, the father has a massive hematoma, or that knot on his head, but the daughter has hair extensions ripped out. Now, the drunk man claiming his kid hit him, or the three witnesses saying he attacked first? Who would you believe? So I guess the three witnesses are his family?
bike ride. We did that for a couple hours. We come back. She's not happy with what's going on, so she comes up to the room. We stay down at the beach. We go around the bar. We had some drinks. She decided she didn't come down. She didn't like something I said, so she threw a drink in my face. After I bought them all dinner, she threw a drink in my face. I'm like, I can't believe my kid did this to me. I'm like, look it. Why are you doing this? And she punched me in the side of my face, and I still didn't do anything to her.
And this was all at the bar?
Yeah.
So without leaving anything out, without saying, because she's already told me what you said. So
Do you see any marks on her?
So she's already told me what
Do you see any marks on her?
We're not there yet. Okay. She's already told me the phrase that you said and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and let's do it from start to finish.
No matter what you say, you can put your hands on people. That's what you're saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying. You're leaving a lot of information out. You're not. You're jumping around.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you guys are at the bar. No. So you guys are at the bar drinking.
It doesn't matter what you say. You can put your hands on somebody. That's what you said.
No, that's not it. Now you're putting words in my mouth. I'm trying to get you to tell me from start to finish, and you're being very, very vague.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
What happened up here?
What's going on, sir?
She's going to jail.
He's security. He late.
What happened? Hitting the side of the head?
She hit me.
They probably kick them all out.
Did you lose consciousness or anything?
If you're cool with your kid hitting you, I don't care what you say.
Okay, so run me through it. You said you went to a bike ride. You went to the bar. You guys had some drinks, and then you said what? Then you said something, and she hit you.
The N-word.
Okay.
So you're afraid. You're afraid of that.
So then,
because
hey, are you going to want to go to the hospital or what?
Oh yeah,
she's
going to jail. Do
you want to get transported though? Because all right, that's good. We have
look at my head. She's going to jail.
All right, so you will go to the hospital, right?
Yep.
All right. So then, what happened when you guys came back up here?
Nothing. Everything happened down there.
Everything happened down there.
100%. That kid has not put her hands on me. I'm a grown ass adult. Sorry.
Well,
what happened down at the bar?
Right now, we're just here.
Nothing. She threw a pop at him.
All right. He's claiming that she hit him downstairs at the bar.
Like I told him, go downstairs, ask anybody in that bar. It's a restaurant. We were eating dinner. Nobody put their hands on nobody. The only thing that happened is she threw a pop at him for verbal abuse. After 20 minutes, I have texted.
Right, how'd he get the nod?
Again, I want to make a point. Y'all see what they're watching in the background. This is one of those reality shows that's very toxic, a lot of yelling, cursing, fighting, things of that nature. This is what your children is watching. And you got a toxic, racist boyfriend, husband, and you just gaslight the whole situation. And y'all wonder why things like this happen. I'm just saying.
His head.
From him being down on the ground, holding her down.
Do you guys need any medical in here, or
The guy is sitting over there.
everybody in here is fine though?
Yeah. He was down on the ground with my daughter, and I was sleeping in bed right here. I had to get down on top of him and get him in chokehold to try to get him to let go of her, and he still wouldn't. And I bit him, and he still didn't let go.
Damn, did you hear that? She said she bit him, and he still wouldn't let go. Dang. The mother admitted to biting him and putting him in a chokehold. Now, legal note, this falls under defense of others. In Florida and many other states, you are legally allowed to use force, even force that causes a hematoma. Not saying she did that. If you reasonably believe it's necessary to protect a third party, as in their daughter, from imminent harm. So she may not get charged.
And that's how it got the knot on his
I
head?
think it's like a rug burn.
That's not a rug burn. That's a hematoma.
Rug burn.
Well, I couldn't tell
We're
you.
gonna check you out if you want to just.
Oh, yeah.
Come into the seat over here.
She's going to jail. 100% she's going to
Hey,
jail.
let's get you over here in this chair back here.
She's going to jail tonight.
Would
I'm
you,
telling you.
hey, would you want your child to go to jail?
Slammed her down on the ground.
Tripping, man.
She did not do anything.
Tripping.
I promise you. My daughter was trying to stop it. She left the restaurant. I'll show you the text. She left the restaurant twice because of him, because he's verbally abusive. She dates a black boy. He doesn't like that.
How did he get the knot on his head?
When he was punching me, I was hitting him back.
Damn, she hit hard.
When was this? Or where was this?
When he threw me out of bed, when I was telling him he was hitting me.
Okay. What happened at the bar?
At the bar. Hold up.
Get off your phone. Get off your phone. Hang up with your friend.
He called me a and I have it on video, NIGGER, a slur lover, so I threw my drink at him.
I told him that.
Oh, okay.
Here's the text is when it started. Your food is here. Come back now. I showed her food. He said he was stopped. Please come back, please. She said, I'm good, thanks. You could box my food up. Tell Dar to grab my shoes. Vape. No, come back. It was harmless. Harmless. I wrote harmless wrong. I tried telling her that he didn't mean it. Like,
Doing over there with the camera.
because his head looks,
He should not have put his hands on me.
I promise you, sir, that this doesn't go on all the time.
Just every time.
She said otherwise. Did you guys have an incident here a little while ago? Will you tell me about that?
Yes. So earlier tonight, there was a man and 3 women here. I think they were his daughters and his wife.
Okay.
I'm not sure what happened, but the wife threw her drink at him.
The wife threw the drink at him?
I believe so.
Okay, because they're saying that daughter threw the drink at him.
Maybe it was the daughter. I don't know. I just know there were 3 ladies. And so the ladies left, and he stayed here and had a couple more drinks. And then he came over here and called me several times, and I told him he had to pay his tab and leave. And then he paid his tab, and then as soon as he did pay his tab, I was like, you have to leave. And then he stood over there and stared in here for a while, and that was the last I saw him.
So it's just a drink. There was nothing physical down here?
No, sir. No, just... and I didn't even see it. I kind of heard it, and one of the servers came inside and was like, oh, shit, she threw a drink at him.
Is that server still here?
No, she left.
Anybody I can chat with her?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's claiming that she threw a drink on him and punched him down here.
I cannot speak to that, but I feel like she would have told me if that was the case. Sorry, I'm trying to get her.
She's the only one that I haven't talked to yet. I've talked to everybody else and all that stuff. And so, what happened? Yeah.
He was drinking and he was just like slowly starting up an argument, and then he started like saying stuff that was actually like getting to her, like calling her fat, saying she's a NIGGER lover, and because her boyfriend's mixed. And
shit, they can't say the word. They sure like to spell it, huh?
They were arguing and stuff, and then he started saying he didn't want her in her. That's not his daughter, and this and that. So she threw a pop at him, not the cup. She threw like the soda. Yeah, the soda at him, and then she left, and then we were all upstairs. Me, Anthony, and Michelle. We were all upstairs. Me, Michelle, and like 2 hours later, he came back up screaming, saying that we got him kicked out, but he got himself kicked out because he was there 2 hours previous of us being upstairs. But anyways, when he got up there, he started screaming at her, calling her names again, and then finally, she was telling him to shut the fuck up, and this and that. Excuse my French. And he threw keys at her, and she was like, I hate you, you're not my dad. Then he threw the keys at her, and they started going back and forth, and he said that how this is why her brother doesn't love her, and this and that, which is Richard. He's in Michigan right now. And he said he's going to give all his stuff to her brother, and this and that, which is not his real kid, but it's still her brother because Michelle's kid. And then she got mad. She stood up, and then he attacked her by like grabbing her, and then he started grabbing her hair, calling her a little and this and that. And then Michelle jumped in the first time and was pulling them apart and stuff, and then he finally let go. And then I told her, let's just go down here. And then we walked towards the door, and then he attacked her again. And we were like all on the bed, and I was pulling them apart, and I was on top of her, and he was on top of me. And
okay, you stood on top of her. Are you on top of Michelle or like?
Sorry.
Okay, so fortunate.
The little girl, yeah. Well, not little.
All right. So you're on top of Angeline.
Yeah, because
how was she on the bed?
He was over her like this, and she was laying down, and she was like, he had her arms like this with this arm, and then he was pulling her hair. He had his hand wrapped around her hair. So I got between them, and I got on top of her, and then I grabbed his hand. And
okay, so you kind of like basically wedged yourself in between between the two. So he's basically standing up over her like this, and you came in like this.
Yeah, and Michelle was like on the side of him, screaming at him and trying to pull him off, and I was grabbing her hair in his hand, and then I was trying to like let down.
Grabbing her hair, like Michelle's or
Sorry.
or his hair?
And
You were grabbing.
no, he was grabbing her, and I grabbed like his hand, and then I grabbed her hair, and I was like screaming,
Trying to pull the hair out of his hand
without like pulling it out of her head.
Ooh.
How did he get the knot on his head?
That was the third fight.
Jesus.
So
3 fights?
and then and then we finally got off, and then I pulled to the bathroom, and then we called the cops, and then we came out, and we were trying to get to the door again, and they started fighting again, and we were on the bed.
How did they start fighting again?
Because he kept screaming at her, talking about her boyfriend, calling him the N-word and stuff, and she was telling me to record and this and that, and then they started getting physical again, and then we were all back in the same position practically, and then this time me and Michelle were like pushing him that way while she was like right there. We were pushing him that way, and then we all fell to the ground again. He smacked his head off the table.
Okay, so it was a table. It wasn't anybody hitting him. He fell and hit the table.
No, I would not be able to do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a hell of a knot.
Yeah. When we were on the bed, he was trying to punch her. That's why when I was like in the middle of him, he was punching her with like, he would lift his hand up from where he was holding her, and he would try to punch her in her back, but he'd be hitting me in my back. But I know he wouldn't try to hit me. He was trying to hit her, but still he was hitting me in my back because he was trying to get to her, and then he still had her hair. Like, that was the main thing he was going for, was her hair.
All right.
Dang, that was a hell of a story, man. This witness is going to be gold for the prosecution. Now, she explains that they tried to leave multiple times, but he kept attacking. In legal terms, this negates any self-defense claim the father might have had. If the other party is trying to retreat, going to the bathroom or to the door, and you follow to continue the fight, you are the aggressor, sir.
All right, man. So just coming up. All right, sir, you're gonna have to take a ride with us tonight, okay?
No, I understand.
If you're cooperative, we'll do 2 sets so you're not too cramped.
Yeah. You want to take a wallet with you, your phone?
No.
Any guns, knives, hand grenades, explosives, incendiary devices?
Last time I took this police station, they weren't very happy with it.
Yeah, they kind of frown on that.
Yeah. These things.
But you definitely need to work on your handwriting. You definitely need to work on your handwriting.
I will give this to your wife.
Nah, here, go take him to your car. I'll give that to him. I'll collect the statements.
Okay, got it.
It's going to be, because it's domestic violence. It's because the you can't do domestic violence on the copy. We'll get pictures. Yeah, everything's on body camera. We'll get pictures of you. We'll do all that stuff. But we need better light to be able to do that too. All right, William. All right.
He was charged with. Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Amazing. So the officer made the call based on the predominant physical aggressor standard used in domestic violence calls. Even though the father was the one with a visible knot on his head, the totality of the circumstances, his intoxication, the racial provocation, and the witness accounts, plural, of him grabbing the girl's hair led to his arrest. Final question, y'all. Do you think the mother should have been charged for the bite? Or was that a justified use of force? Let's talk about it in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple of minutes out of your day, but it means the world to us here at this channel. And with that being said, I leave you in peace and love, and I'll see you on the other side.